Coming up in this episode is one quick tip on how to introduce your podcast guests. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me for today's episode of Interview Connections TV. I am Jessica Rhodes and I'm here to help you rock the podcast from both sides of the mic. In today's episode, we're going to talk about how to introduce your podcast guests. This morning, I was super warmed up. I did a presentation on a networking call and then I had 2 podcast interviews for my show, Roads to Success. And I received a really nice compliment from one of my guests. She said, "You do an amazing introduction." She says, I get interviewed all the time and podcasters are always stumbling over the intro or mispronouncing things or, it just starts off on kind of a rocky footing. And she was so impressed at how I introduced her. And it seemed like such a no-brainer for me, but I realized that wow, most podcasters are not introducing their guests well, and that is the very beginning of the interview. You want that part of the interview to start off very strong, so they're in a good mood, they feel really good. So I'm going to give you some of my tips on how I introduce my guests to make them feel super good when we first start out the show. Number 1, you have got to read through their bio before you read it on the recording. This is so important. You've got to make sure you read through it so you don't come across any words for the first time that you realize, oh, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. You realize where are the commas, where are the periods, so you have a good flow and know where the inflection in your voice should be. If their name is in their bio, just rewrite it a little bit so you don't say their name in the bio. You wait till the very end of the introduction to say their name. For example, instead of saying, our guest today is Jessica Rhodes. Jessica is the founder of InterviewConnections.com. You want to start it out by saying, our guest today is the founder of da-da-da-da-da. So you go through their entire bio just using a, she or he. So it's this big mystery of who the guest is. And then at the very end, you say, the person's name, Jessica Rhodes, welcome to, so you just say their name at the very end. My third tip is to slow down. I live in the Northeast. We talk fast here. I know that when I'm reading someone's bio, when I'm speaking, I need to slow down. I learned this tip from Brad Zales. He's a speaker and he says, slow down. It's going to help take out the ums and the likes. By slowing down, it's going to make it so you aren't stumbling over your words. So when you are going through their bio and when you're introducing your guest, read slowly. That will make it so you don't stumble over your words. That will make it so you're not saying and like, and it will really improve how the show gets started. All of these little things combined that make a show really strong. Introduce your guest well. Speak slowly. Don't stumble over your words. Until next time, I am Jessica Rhodes. I'm here to help you rock the podcast from both sides of the mic. Check out my show, Roads to Success, at rtspodcast.com and learn how we can book guests for your podcasts at interviewconnections.com. Thanks so much, everyone. Take care, and I'll talk to you next Tuesday.